But let's expand on this conversation. We're now joined by Expanded Public Works Program Chief Director at the Eastern Cape Department of Public Works, Thembakazi George. A very good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time. Beneficiaries of this program have spoken about the various skills that they've acquired and also how they plan on using the skill set. What would you say are some of the proudest moments as you mark 20 years with this program?
Good morning, ma'am, and also good morning to all the viewers. We are proud to say the program has benefited a lot in terms of the skills development within the Eastern Cape. And also what we can say on the program, provincially, we had a target of 478,000 of work opportunities that we need to create, but we have achieved and surpassed that target. And now we are sitting at 580 on the phase 4. Remember, tomorrow the president will be launching the phase 5. And also we've got a target for the next 5 years. But we are proud to say there is a lot that has benefited the people of the Eastern Cape within this program.
My understanding is that this program over the years has created 14 million temporary jobs. Of course, this now raises the question about the impact of this program on longer term opportunities, because not everyone who goes through the program will be able to become an entrepreneur.
Yes, hence now on the EPWP phase 5, the minister has pronounced that we need to have clear exit programs. Clear exit programs will be informed by training. We need to have intensive training in terms of EPWP, that is the beneficiaries that are on the program. Hence, we are going to focus more on the training and also the exit program. We do have a number of projects that we have targeted to ensure that these work opportunities create sustainable jobs instead of short-term jobs.
Yeah, because I ask you this question because just looking at the evidence, there's not much of it to show that government-funded job schemes are a long-term solution to the country's current unemployment crisis.
Yes, but there are projects that have got a long term, because as you were listening and you were viewing the latest edition, there are learners within the Eastern Cape that are doing artisan development. And we've got a huge program that we are having, and that one is the one that is benefiting more in terms of the youth, and we are training artisans, and thereafter we are encouraging them to open up businesses. And also we are registering them as cooperatives so that they can be able to be entrepreneurs in the future, so that they cannot depend on the employment by the department or government, but also create work opportunities.
But ma'am, you understand that it sounds good on paper, you get the training, you become an entrepreneur, but what happens when you launch that business and you need funding to further the business, and you need equipment and you need premises? How much support does this program give?
We are working very closely with financiers, the banks, and they do have entrepreneurship components within each bank. So we are working very close with them, and also there are other people that are also lending money to these beneficiaries. But we are working very closely with the bank, and they are also supporting us in terms of that, in terms of access to finance.
The program has been met with some other challenges. Listening to the allegations of nepotism that are doing the rounds, what is your approach on that regard? What do you have to say about that?
I think, as the MSC has already indicated, we encourage people to call. We've got a call center within the department. People must just call so that we can be able to follow up on those allegations. But as MC was saying, currently they are unfounded.
And is there any effort that will be taken from your end to try and get to the bottom of these allegations? Without perhaps just leaving it in the hands of those who suspect, to make the call? do you have a basis to investigate? And perhaps also just speaking a little bit about the prerequisites that one needs to enter this program.
There are different prerequisites, so I'm not going to focus on one. But also we do have a recruitment criteria for EPWP. We've got a number of projects and they do not have the same recruitment criteria. But firstly, the one project that is always having problems is the one that is when we are household contractors. So what we are doing on that one is to ensure that we involve the councillors, because that one is also for poverty alleviation. So our councillors understand very well who the people around them that are involved that are experiencing poverty. So what we are doing, we are making a point that councillors are involved, but as officials, we are also involved in those in the recruitment processes, so that we can be able to implement the recruitment guidelines as specified by EPWP.
Yeah, what are some of those guidelines in the face of these allegations of nepotism?
Firstly, what you need to do is fairness. And we need to be fair when we are recruiting, and also we need to target the most vulnerable people. Hence, we are depending on the councillors in terms of that. But we are also doing our investigation in terms of the vulnerability of the household. So that's what we are doing in terms of following up on that one.
And before we let you go, what are some of the expectations tomorrow as President Cyril Ramaphosa will be preparing to lead the 20th anniversary celebrations?
The president will be celebrating the 20th, but at the same time, the president will be launching the phase 5. Because we are going to enter on the phase 5. And the phase 5, as the minister has indicated, we have focus areas, as I've indicated, that we need to focus more on the training and exit plan. So the focus areas that the minister has mentioned is the waste management. We need to be more on waste management so that we can have clean spaces. We need to be more on road maintenance, where we will be training beneficiaries towards a pothole patching. We need to be more on energy saving. And also we need to also focus on buildings, clean buildings. There will be beneficiaries that will be involved in cleaning government buildings, so that at the end of the day we can save in terms of appointing service providers to clean the buildings. So those are the focus areas that the minister has said, but also we are focusing more in terms of changing the branding of EPWP so that everybody can see EPWP in a better light, because currently EPWP is such is a program that people don't just undermine, but we are changing the branding. That's one highlight that the president will be focusing on.
Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for joining us and speaking to us about that. Expanded Public Works Program Chief Director in the Eastern Cape Department of Public Works, Thembagazi George, just giving us a sense of some of the expectations tomorrow as the President prepares to give his keynote address over the 20th celebrations over the EPW program and in the Eastern Cape.